Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Well, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay. Alright, so we get asked a lot, how do I teach my dog to speak? And my first thing is I try to talk people out of it. Just because most people teach speak by getting the dog frustrated to where it speaks, and then you give it a treat. So the process is really easy. You just have a toy or something the dog really wants, and you get the dog frustrated by like holding it back or teasing it, and then the moment it barks or makes any noise, you reward it. Immediately you give it that treat, and or you praise it or whatever, or you give it whatever it's wanting, and then you do it over and over and over, and then the dog starts to associate my barking with I get a treat, and then you start labeling it. So then you just start saying, when you start frustrating it, you say speak, and then right as they bark, you give them a treat. And then you just work on the timing of it, and then you just do it over and over and over. The process is super simple, so if you want to teach it, that's how. But I don't always recommend it because most people don't have an off switch for it. And now you teach the dog to bark every time it's frustrated or wants something really bad. So now when it wants to go outside, bark. Now when it wants something off the top of the shelf, bark. Now when you're holding a toy and you're walking to the backyard, it's bark, 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 because it's learned that, hey, when I bark, I get the toy or I get the reward or I get the treat. So the process is super easy, but you just have to think, do I want this happening at all times? Because it might be fun and cute when you're in the backyard and you're teaching it, but then when you're taking your dog out in public and you're sitting down at a restaurant, you're sitting outdoors, and then a squirrel runs by and it's looking at you and it really wants the squirrel, and now it's bark, 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 can I get the squirrel, please? Or you have food on the table, it's like bark, please, bark, please. So you just have to think about it. Whatever you teach them as a puppy, they would do when they're older, and you want to think about it. Can you put an off switch on it? And do you trust yourself to put into work to not just start to command, because starting a command of speak is very easy, but turning it off, that's the harder part. Getting the dog to only speak when necessary or when you're asking it to. That's the harder part. So my goals for my dog aren't your goals for your dog. So whatever your goals are at Make Your Dog Epic, we can get you there. But if you have other questions or any input or questions, anything like that, just put them down in the comments and we're happy to answer any of them. Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents, which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog, it's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on makeyourdogepic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents, which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school, where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, but we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January. Pow wow whoa, yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at makeyourdogepic.com. Makeyourdogepic.com.
I know you gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.